I actually want to ask a caveat question to that. Should we be looking to create new memories, or should we just let them organically form?
I think you should look to them. I mean, sure, bit of organize, bit of natural spontaneity is nice every now and then. Spontaneity, actually, not now and then. Spontaneity is great. It's what makes conversations rich. It's what makes memories ultimately richer.
You're the king
However,
of spontaneity.
thank you. However, I would like to say that I think when you have a dream in and you want to achieve that dream, you got to not necessarily plan for it because there are often very exceptional circumstances where your dream may appear to you without you actually having to do anything, but that's exceptional. But if you have a dream and you want to achieve it, you need to go out and do it. But you need to know what you're getting yourself into in order to do it. But the actual memory itself, the actual you being there in the present moment when that memory does come into fruition, it will be significantly different to what you imagined versus what you got purely because you're now relying on spontaneity to take over the rest. And you're letting the world be the world. You're not letting you be the center of it. You're letting everything else around you rotate whilst you enjoy that moment living in the present. Thank you for listening to my TED talk. Yeah, what about you, Dylan? Do you think you can plan memories?
Oh yeah, no, definitely. You can plan them, they're just never going to turn out how you expect them to. Like, you can plan them, and it's good to plan them because if you don't plan them, then half of it will probably never ever happen, right? You want to plan moments which create memories. Actually, maybe
Mm,
that's a distinction. You want to plan moments, you want to plan things, you want to plan how your life is going to go to a certain extent. Obviously, spontaneity is great. I completely agree. The memories that emerge from that will be natural. But I think the best memories are as a result of hard work that you've put in or hard work that you're putting in, that little bit of luck that everyone needs, and just a mix of other things, other factors. So the memories itself you probably can't plan, but the moments that might create them, which are good or bad, up or down, I definitely think there's a little bit of planning that is required to make them the best possible moment.
yeah, definitely. And so, with that in mind, now I have another, another question to ask you. And so that is, do you believe that our memories shape who we are today? Which I think we've already answered. So these are just pre-written ideas I have. And if so, what individual memory would you say has shaped you or had a profound impact on your personality?
Profound impact. I like that phrase. It's a good phrase.
I was gone.
um, yeah, actually, no. Funny enough, there is a phrase actually that not phrase one about. There is a memory. I left Hartsbourne, which is my primary school. I left that school in year 6, and I joined my current school. And when I left Hartsbourne, we all got our T-shirts signed, right, by everyone. And my teaching assistant in year 6, Mrs. Suji, wrote, I expect to see you in the world's most successful list in 30 years' time. And then she wrote, you're going to achieve great things. So then when I take the shirt off and then I look at it and I see that comment, one, it made me like just smile intensely. But two, that memory then said, you need to prove her right. Not for her, but for yourself, because you know you can do it. And like I've kind of been on that path of I am gonna make it. I don't know how. I'm gonna figure it out and I'm gonna have fun while I'm doing it. And I'm gonna be happy, but I am gonna make it somehow. I don't know what success is at this point when I said it to myself, but I am gonna be successful. And I'm proud to say that that memory is still within me and it drives me to the person I am today. What about you?
Sorry, it's 3-1. Um,
3-1.
3-1.
So
Kane
it's
scored a
three
pen.
3-1 Bayern Munich, Man United. Man United are losing 3-1. Can we just clarify that Man United are losing 3-1? Anyway, carry on.
Well, the underdogs can't always win. That was a top comment on Brighton Man United
I
game,
know.
and it made me cry a tear. Um, but memory that has had an impact on me. I would say there's been a few. I think one memory shared with me would be the stories that I hear of my grandparents. I mean, my mom's grandfather came here in the 1950s. He got kicked out of school. He was just told by his parents to work. He just put all his life savings, took a boat from Tanzania to London, and just worked ridiculously hard for 15 years, barely speaking any English and just learning it as he goes along. And that memory, or that when he was sharing that memory with me, it just makes you just look back and realize
I've got it good.
my life is good. I, any problem I have in the world, my life is far less complicated, far less stressful, and than what he had to go through in the 1950s in London. And then I think one of the memories that I've had recently, or that I've been a part of, if that makes sense, like I've been a person in it, I would say would have to be maybe when getting, I don't know, there's quite a few have had big impacts on my life. Actually, the other day, me and my friends, or like, I don't know why I said friend, there were four of us in total, went to our old primary school, and we met our teacher, who is now the headmistress of the school. And genuinely, it was so incredible just to go back there and see my old teacher, now headmistress, promotion. And it was so incredible to just talk to her about how our lives have been in the past 6 years. And it made me look back on what I used to do 6 years ago, 7 years ago, 8 years ago with such fondness. And it made me realize how I took how are you when you're there in the moment, you take quite a lot of things for actually you take a hell of a lot of things for advantage, and you take a hell of a lot of things for granted. And that I would say has had a huge impact on me, because those were some of my happiest days, if not my happiest days. But yet, I don't think I took them the way they should have been taken, if that makes sense.
Yeah, definitely. That's
Um,
great to hear, man. That's great to hear. And I think that's a nice place to end it, I think.
yeah.
End this segment on memories. So thank you so much to listening to this segment on memories. We hope that if anything, it encourages you to keep on making your memories, keep on making those profound connections, shared memories, and make you feel those emotions, which I know that both myself and Aniruddh have definitely felt. And it's all for the best. It's all for the better. Anyway,